A very good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss a new topic in physics, some natural phenomena. See, naturally they are happening in the universe. Those are called phenomena. For example, we know about the winds, very strong blowing winds, and the storms, cyclones, floods recently which happened in Chennai. These are all destructive in nature. These are all, moreover, destructive in nature means many people they may lose their lives. Next, property loss, animal, some of the animals also they die. So these are all the destructive things which are happening during natural calamities like cyclones and floods, storms and winds. And children, we know about lightning. At the time of very strong storms, lightning and thunders will come in the sky. They are nothing but electric sparks, which we can able to see with our gas lighter. Even a small spark which we are able to find with gas lighter, huge sparks which we are finding in the sky, they are called as lightning. Children, you see here, this is what the gas lighter, and this is the metal rim, and inside we are able to, if I press the knob, we are able to find the spark. Spark is produced, and spark to this particular metal ring, there is a little gap, but even then it is moving. You see that when we are lighting the gas stove, the spark is present here in this lighter, and immediately it catches the fire. Here to here, the spark it is transferring. And Greeks knew as early as in 600 BC. What they knew about the lightning means, they have taken amber. Amber means which is nothing but, it is a kind of resin which we are getting from the plants. And when this amber is rubbed with fur or the woolen cloth, it can attract very light things like hair. It will attract the hair. In the same manner, let us take woolen clothes or the polyester, garden silk like that clothes if you put on, and while you are removing the clothes, we are able to get some sort of crackling sound. And these woolen sweaters are the garden silk clothing material. In the dark room, if you remove it, we are able to get little electric sparks. You might have observed these two things. Next, in the year 1752, Benjamin Franklin, American scientist. Benjamin Franklin is an American scientist, showed that lightning and the spark from your clothes are essentially the same phenomena. Let us take one plastic scale and then rub it with our dry hair. And whether it will attract the bits of paper or not, let us see here. I kept some of the bits of paper. Now you see it is attracting the Next, let us take the plastic comb. If I start rubbing with my dry hair and if I keep it nearby the bits of paper, it will attract. And if I take the straw or husk, that also will be attracted towards that. Lightweight pieces, they will be attracted. This is what the straw. Even the husk of the paddy grain, that also will be attracted. attracted or not, you see. Sometimes the sparks we are able to get when we are keeping the plug pins into the socket like this. Sometimes we are able to find the sparks, they come out. And in the same manner, the spark comes in the electric poles. When the wires are touched with each other, then also we are able to find some sort of spark comes out. Inflated balloon, and if it is rubbed against with our clothing materials, then also it will attract some of the things, straw, it will be attracted towards that. Children, are you able to see? Once again I will show. When it is rubbed like this, when it is kept nearby, how it is getting attracted towards that, you see. See the straw endugaddi, how it is getting attracted, you see, to it. These two are the two different colored balloons which are tied with thread. Okay, twine. Next, these two are inflated balloons. Now, let us take one woolen cloth and rub it against that. Two balloons. When they are rubbed with woolen cloth, they attain some charge. They get some charge. And here you see, they started attracting some of the paper, bits of paper. And at the same time, if I start hanging them, they repel with each other because they are getting the same kind of charge. That is what the reason they repel with each other. Same charges, they repel with each other. Once again you check. When they, here the condition is we are not supposed to touch with our hand. Only rubbing against with a woolen cloth or fur. So I am rubbing with woolen cloth, and now you observe it. When I touch these two, they possessed with the same kind of charge. That is what they repel with each other. They repel with each other. Last tumbler I have taken, I placed it here, and I have taken the two straws, drinking straws, and rubbing against the polythene paper, a small piece of polythene paper, and I am placing like this. And if I start rubbing the another straw also with the polythene sheet, and if I place, they repel with each other, you see. See, have you observed, children? See, there is a repulsive force. They repel by themselves. Once again you check that. When these two are charged by rubbing against the polythene, a sheet of polythene paper, you see that how they are repelled with each other. Children, now let us see. Again we are rubbing against the two straws with the polythene sheet. I am placing them. You observe it whether they repel with each other or not. Next, let me take the one of the balloon and rub it against the woolen cloth, and if it is gaining the positive charge, means this will get the opposite charge. So if it is rubbed against that, and if I start hanging, it will be attracted towards that. So oppositely charged particles, they used to attract with each other. How it is getting attracted, you see. Balloon is having positive charge, means straw is having negative charge. That is what the reason it is getting attracted towards that. But these two, they are having the same charge. That is what they repel with each other. They repel with each other. if I start keeping them, they are moving away from each other. You see, there is a repulsive force there. Here, there is an attractive force. There is an attractive force between balloon and the straw. I am not using any other force, only the balloon it is attracted towards the straw. It is only making the straw to move. Here I am showing one magnet. Okay. And whether it is a magnet or not, you see here. In my hand, there are some hooks which are made up of steel. See, magnets, they can attract the things. How it is getting attracted? You see, not only one, many hooks they were attracted towards this. And I have some more which they are made up of. See, magnetic substances, iron, nickel and cobalt. You see, all these they are getting attracted towards that. Over. Okay. Now let me check that. Here in my other hand, one more magnet it is there. If I start keeping by forcibly, they are not attracted with each other. See here, in this direction if I keep, it is changing its own direction and getting attracted. Contact is not there, but even if I am keeping in the field, immediately it is getting attracted with the other piece. One pin, it is made up of iron, means it will be attracted, but it is not attracted towards this. So it indicates that it is not made up of iron, nickel or cobalt. It is not attracted if I am keeping here. In between this magnet and hooks, another magnet which is there in my hand, it is getting attracted. If I am just keeping away from it also, it will be attracted. You see, this is the way. There is an attractive force. For example, we have seen one of the balloon and rubbed with our clothing material. After rubbing, it start attracting bits of paper. That activity we have seen already. And we have taken two balloons, rubber balloons, inflated balloons filled with air, tie with a string and hang them. And when you start rubbing with the woolen cloth, they attain the same kind of charge. That is what, when you try to keep them together, they want to move away from each other, because same kind of charged particles, they used to move away from each other. They repel with each other. So there is a repulsive force here we are able to find. Repulsion or repulsive force we are able to find. Here there is an attraction. Now I have taken a glass tumbler and then I have taken two straws which are rubbed with polythene sheet, and they attain the same kind of charge. If I start placing them at one place, they started repel with each other, because same kind of charged straws, they are moving away from each other. That activity also already we have seen. And if I start keeping the charged straw in a glass tumbler, charged straw means which is rubbed with polythene sheet, already it attains charge. And nearby that, one of the rubber balloon, inflated balloon, if I bring it, it will be attracted towards that, because this is having one charge, this is having the opposite charge. So oppositely charged material, they will be attracted with each other. And we have taken the magnets, bar magnets, which they shows that now north and south poles. If I start keeping two bar magnets with south pole together, they will repel with each other. If I take another two bar magnets and here north pole, if they keep close with each other, then also repulsion takes place. North pole of one magnet will attract the south pole of other magnet. So here there is an attractive force. Here and here repulsive forces only we are able to find. Now another activity will be there. Attraction is not the correct test, only repulsion is the correct test, whether the body is having charge or not. For that, let us take one of the thermocol piece. See, this is what the thermocol, a small ball-like structure you are supposed to cut into a small ball-like structure, and it should be wrapped with silver foil. This is what aluminium foil which we are using for packing the food materials. After that, with the help of a string, you hang it to the retard stand. And you take one glass rod rubbed with silk cloth. It attains some charge. When you bring that the glass rod close to this particular thermocol ball which is wrapped with the silver foil, these two they get attract with each other. These two they get to attract with each other. The reason here is, in the first instance what happens means, here this is not having any charge but this is having charge. So when it is brought close to this, it induces charge to this. In the latter case, you see in the second case what happens means, here already it attains the charge because of glass rod, and these two they repel with each other. That is what here the distance between glass rod and the thermocol ball, it increases comparing with this one. So attraction is not the correct test, only repulsion is the correct test, whether the object is having any charge or not. Now activity 4, in the demonstrating transfer of charge. How the charge will be transferred from one material to the other material through metal. So here let us take one empty jam bottle. This is what the empty jam bottle, and this is what the cardboard, and cardboard size is greater than the mouth of the jam bottle. Next here this is what the paper clip which is widely open, and put a small hole to the cardboard and insert that clip half into the bottle and other half outside of the cardboard. Next, take one aluminium foil which we are using for packing the materials, 4 centimeters length and 1 centimeter width. So we are supposed to hang them like this. Now if you take one of the charged refill, how can we charge a refill means, pen refill means, by rubbing with a polythene sheet. If you take the refill and if you start rubbing like this, if you start rubbing with a polythene sheet, it gains the charge. So that refill we are keeping here. This is the charged refill. If you keep it close to the paper clip which is a metal, and slowly the charge which is there inside the refill, that will be transferred slowly into this paper clip, and it passes through even aluminium foil. See, this end and this end, they are having the same kind of charge. That is what they repel with each other. Widely they move apart. At first they will be like this. At first we are supposed to hang like this, but they are moving apart after gaining the charge. So this device we are using for knowing about, if you start doing the experiment with any other part, any other material which is having charge or not, to test that, if you bring it to the gold foil electroscope. Earlier days they used to use instead of this aluminium foil, gold leaf, a thin sheet of gold foil they used to use up. So to detect whether the substance or the material is having any charge or not. So here if you place it by showing some sort of movement, whether it is having positive charge or negative charge, whether it is a charged body or not, we can able to detect by using this device called as gold leaf electroscope. So this is the way we can able to make the gold foil. You see here, this is the glass bottle, and here I did not take the cardboard, I have taken a cork. Okay, so which it can able to fit firmly, and the paper clip, if you feel this one as paper clip, and aluminium foil you can able to place it like this. Aluminium foil you can able to place it in this way. If they were placed like this and you insert them into the bottle, and put the cork. If you bring any charged refill close to this, automatically close to this knob, 1 minute. If the aluminum foil, if they repel or attract with each other, basing on that whether it is having charge or not, we can able to detect. Children, you go through the textbook and do whatever the possible activities with whatever the materials available at your house. Okay, thank you children.